Fear is a thief. It steals our peace, clouds our judgment, and quietly robs us of the life we're meant to live. But there is a force far greater than fear. It's not brute strength, it's not willpower. It's not pretending everything's okay, it's something deeper, stronger, truer, it's faith. Faith is not wishful thinking. It is not blind hope. It is not naive optimism. Faith is the deep, unshakable knowing that beneath the storm, beneath the chaos, beneath the uncertainty, there is an order, a truth, a presence. In today's video, we're going on a journey, not of escape, but of transcendence. We'll explore what faith truly means, why fear is so seductive, and how to train your inner life to live from faith, even when the outer world is trembling. This isn't just about comfort. This is about reclaiming your divine inheritance. Let's begin. What is faith, really? Most people think faith is something you either have or don't have, but that's not true. Faith is a practice, a choice, a muscle that grows with use. At its root, faith is the decision to place your trust in a reality beyond what your senses can confirm. It's the willingness to believe in good when only difficulty is visible. It's aligning yourself not with the evidence of fear, but with the truth of spiritual law. Think of it this way. Fear says, what if this goes wrong? Faith says, even if it appears to go wrong, something higher is unfolding. Fear says, you can't handle this. Faith says, you're not alone, the strength you need is within you. Faith is not the denial of facts, it's the alignment with truth. There's a difference. Facts are temporary, situations shift, circumstances evolve, truth is eternal, and spiritual truth never changes. You are one with divine mind. You are supported by a universe that is fundamentally good. The intelligence that created galaxies lives in you. When you live from that place, you're living from faith. The seduction of fear. Why is fear so powerful? Because fear is based on survival. It triggers the oldest parts of your brain, the parts wired to detect danger, to protect, to control. Fear makes you feel like you're doing something. Worry gives the illusion of control. Doubt gives the illusion of wisdom. But what they really do is trap you in a low-frequency loop where solutions are out of reach and peace feels impossible. Fear is a hypnotist. It narrows your vision and makes you forget who you are. It tells you you're alone. It's all on you. There's not enough. You're not enough. But here's the truth. Fear only has the power you give it. It feeds on your attention, and that's where your power lies. Attention is creative. What you focus on, you energize. If you feed fear with your thought, it grows. If you feed faith, it grows. So faith is not the denial of fear, it's the deliberate replacement of fear with trust. How to shift from fear to faith. You might be thinking, I want to live in faith, but fear keeps sneaking back in. That's normal. We're not aiming for perfection, we're practicing presence. Here are 5 practical ways to shift from fear to faith. 1. Name the fear, then challenge it. Say it out loud or write it down, give it shape. I'm afraid I'll never find a job. I'm afraid I'll lose someone I love. I'm afraid I'm not good enough. Now ask, is this fear based on spiritual truth or on temporary appearances? Ask, what does God say about this? 2. Create a faith statement. Take your fear and flip it into a truth-based affirmation. Fear, I don't know what to do. Faith, divine wisdom is guiding me now. Fear, I might fail. Faith, every step I take is used for my growth. 3. Practice stillness every day. Fear is loud, faith is quiet. To access faith, you need silence. Take 5 to 10 minutes each day to sit in stillness, not to think, not to solve, just to be. In that space, something opens. A peace that passes understanding begins to rise. 4. Feed on truth, not noise. What you consume matters. Are you listening to fear-based news 24/7? Are you surrounded by people who reinforce doubt? Or are you feeding your mind with truth, with teachings that uplift, expand, remind you who you are? Choose your inputs wisely. 5. Speak your faith aloud. Words are seeds. They grow what you plant. Declare, I walk by faith, not by sight. I trust divine timing. I release control and allow spirit to lead. Say it even when you don't feel it, because when you speak from truth, your feelings eventually catch up. What happens when you choose faith? Now here's where it gets interesting. When you begin to choose faith over fear, not just once, but as a way of life, your outer world begins to shift. You're no longer reacting to circumstances, you're creating from consciousness. You become grounded, clear, magnetic. People sense your peace. Opportunities appear. Problems dissolve or reveal themselves as gifts. You realize It was never the world that had to change. It was your relationship to the world. Faith doesn't mean you'll never face challenges. It means you no longer face them alone. It means your inner stability is no longer dependent on the outer scene. And that, friends, is freedom. Real-life examples of faith over fear. Let's look at a few real stories. Everyday people like you who made the shift. Story 1. The job loss. Maya lost her job unexpectedly. She panicked. Rent was due. Fear screamed. But she remembered what she'd learned. God is my source, not this job. She turned off the noise. She prayed. She declared that a better opportunity was coming. Within 2 weeks, she was offered a role in a new industry with better pay and purpose. Faith didn't stop the job loss, but it opened the door to something higher. Story 2, the health diagnosis. Andre was diagnosed with a chronic condition. The fear was paralyzing. But instead of spiraling, he chose faith. He began each day with meditation. He visualized healing. He spoke words of life over his body. While the condition remained, his relationship to it changed. He gained peace, strength, insight, and he inspired others just by how he lived. Story 3, the creative leap. Sarah had a dream to launch a spiritual podcast, but fear of failure held her back. One day she wrote on a sticky note, "Faith is stronger than fear." She stuck it to her microphone. She recorded her first episode. Today, thousands listen weekly, and she credits that one act of faith as the turning point. The faith over fear mindset. Living in faith isn't about perfection, it's about orientation. Ask yourself, where is my attention going today? Am I feeding fear or am I feeding faith? Every moment is a choice, and with each choice, you shape your life. Here's a mantra to keep with you. I choose faith over fear, not once, not occasionally, but as a way of life. Because faith is not something you visit, it's a place you live from. It's a relationship with the unseen truth, a sacred agreement with your highest self. And the more you choose it, the more natural it becomes. Final practice, a daily faith ritual. Let's close with a 5-minute daily ritual you can use to ground yourself in faith. Step 1. Center 1 minute. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Let your shoulders drop. Say, I am safe. I am held. I am one with infinite good. Step 2. Name and flip. 2 minutes. What fear is trying to grab your mind today? Name it. Then flip it. I release fear of X, and I choose to trust divine order. Say it aloud. Step 3. Vision and gratitude. 2 minutes. Visualize yourself walking in faith. Calm, clear, confident. Then say, thank you, Spirit, for the peace that is already mine. That's it, 5 minutes, total reset. You were not made to live in fear. You were made to walk in faith. Fear may knock, but it doesn't have to stay. You have the power to choose faith right now, right here. And every time you do, you rise.